So what's up everyone, hope you're doing great today. In this video we're going to be doing a speed test between the new Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus and the iPhone XS Max. Alright, so we're going to test both of these phones out to see which one is fastest. Alright, so before we begin, let's just go over the specs really quickly on both of these devices. So the iPhone XS Max has a A12 Bionic chipset. It's a 7nm, 6-core processor, and it runs on 4 GB of RAM. The Galaxy S10 Plus, on the other hand, has the new Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 chipset, which is also a 7nm processor, but it runs on 8 cores. And it also has 8 GB of internal memory RAM for the 128 and 512 GB version. And the 1 TB version comes with a whole 12 GB of internal memory RAM. This one right here only comes with 8 GB of internal memory RAM though. So it's still a lot for the iPhone XS Max to deal with since it only brings 4 GB of memory RAM. Alright, so let's test both of these phones out in a speed test. Let's jump right into it. So here we have both of these devices, both top of the line, beautiful looking smartphones. So let's begin this speed test with a boot test in 3, 2, 1. So the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus logo showing up first and the Apple right behind it. The Samsung logo usually comes up first on most Galaxies. And the Samsung logo also coming up now. But the iPhone XS Max did boot up first because the Galaxy S10 Plus does have the T-Mobile logo to boot up as well. Alright, so both the devices are not on. Let's make sure we're connected to the same Wi-Fi network on both of them. And as you can see here, it is the same Wi-Fi on both devices. Okay, let's also put the brightness all the way up on both of them. So this speed test is going to consist of 2 rounds of opening up all of these apps one by one and running the Geekbench 4 at the end. Let's start off with the first app, Lords Mobile. And looks like the iPhone XS Max won this one. Next up, Subway Surf. Pretty close here. And the Galaxy S10 Plus, open that one first. Next up, Unblock Me. And that's super close. I'll give them a tie on this one. Next up, we have Candy Crush. And the iPhone XS Max won that one. Next up, Archery King. And the Galaxy S10 Plus by a little bit. Next up, AdCap. And the Galaxy S10 Plus is ahead on that one as well. Next up, Mario Run. Galaxy S10 Plus once again. Next up, Asphalt 9. And looks like the iPhone is ahead. And I'll give them a tie. Next up, Crossy Road. Looks like the Galaxy ahead on that one. And yes, Galaxy S10 Plus. Next up, Clash Royale. The Galaxy S10 Plus won that one. Next up, King of Crabs. Galaxy looking ahead there once again. And yes, the Galaxy S10 Plus takes the win. Next up, Magic Towers 3. And looks like the iPhone XS Max loaded this one. Now we're going to open a couple of non-game apps and social media, starting with Pandora. And the Galaxy S10 Plus won that one. Next up, Uber. I'll give them a tie. Amazon. The Galaxy S10 Plus. Groupon. Looks like the Galaxy S10 Plus just by a little bit. Netflix. And the Galaxy S10 Plus once again. Facebook up next. Galaxy S10 Plus. Instagram. Galaxy S10 Plus. And finally, YouTube. Galaxy S10 Plus. So that's it for round 1. Let's move ahead to round 2 now that we have a bunch of apps open and running in the background. Lord's Mobile first up. And the Galaxy S10 Plus looks like it already had it open. Didn't even have to load it. Subway Surfer up next. The Galaxy S10 Plus once again had it open already. iPhone XS Max here trying to load Subway Surf up. Taking a pretty long time. Looks like it must have frozen or something. There you go. Next up, Unblock Me. Galaxy S10 Plus already had it open. Candy Crush. Galaxy S10 Plus once again. As you can see, Archery King up next. And Galaxy S10 Plus, open this one up first. AdCap up next. I'll give that one a tie. Looks like they both had it open. Mario Run up next. Galaxy S10 Plus won that one. There you go. iPhone finally made it. Asphalt 9. There we go. Galaxy S10 Plus loaded up first once again. And the iPhone caught up. Next up, Crossy Road. And the Galaxy already has Crossy Road open as well. And the iPhone opened it up. Up next, Clash Royale. The Galaxy S10 Plus opening up that one once again. Next up, King of Crabs. And the Galaxy S10 Plus once again. iPhone trying to make its way. Looks like the extra gigabytes of memory RAM is definitely doing the Galaxy a big favor. Next up, Magic Tiles 3. Galaxy S10 Plus, open that one first once again. iPhone opening it up. Pandora up next. The iPhone XS Max had this one open, I guess. Next up, Uber. Galaxy S10 Plus, already had it open. Amazon up next. And that one's a tie. Groupon up next. Galaxy S10 Plus, won that one. Up next, Netflix. And that one looks like it's a tie as well. Facebook up next. And that one's pretty close. I'll have to give it a tie. Next up, Instagram. iPhone XS Max by a tiny bit. Next up, YouTube. And I'll have to give that one a tie. So there you go. Those are all the opened apps. 2 rounds. The Galaxy S10 Plus is the winner. Let's open up and run Geekbench 4 on both these devices. So the iPhones usually do finish running the Geekbench tests faster than other phones, and they get very high scores, as you can see here. 4801 single core score and 11,496 multi-core score. Very high scores there. So the Galaxy S10 Plus finishing up now. It has a single core score of 3,504 and a multi-core score of 11,050. Numbers lower than the iPhone XS Max, even though it did perform faster. So as you can see here, give some information about the model and the chipset, the Apple A12 Bionic and the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855. The Snapdragon has one processor with 8 cores, and the A12 Bionic one processor with 6 cores. And then down here is just information on each of the tests for the single core score. And down here, information on each of the tests for the multi-core score. So there you have it, Geekbench results for both the XS Max and the Galaxy S10 Plus. So both are excellent fast devices. You might not even need devices this fast, but the winner for this one definitely is the Galaxy S10 Plus. Alright everyone, so that was the speed test on both of these devices. The Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus beat the iPhone XS Max in both rounds, so I definitely have to say the winner is the Galaxy S10 Plus. It has double the amount of memory RAM as the iPhone XS Max, so I wouldn't expect any less. iPhone definitely has to step it up if they want to keep up to all of Samsung's advancements. So that's it for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, what phone you use, and I'll see you around in the next video. And as always, peace. Ciao.